yesterday I got this doll at Valley Village and I was so happy because it's actually a water baby, and considering I was looking for another reborn custom, I thought I would choose another type of baby doll. And when I seen her, I was so happy because I remember seeing water babies at Toys R Us, and then they stopped selling them. And even in the 90s I used to have one. I remember I was like 5 years old and it was really fun to play with, even in the bathtub and everything. So I thought that because she's very rubbery and very silicone-y, that she'd be great to be a reborn custom. So I was trying to figure out, because I bought her used, I was trying to figure out how to get water in her. And then I finally figured it out. All I did was grab this straw. This is actually a very sturdy straw. It's plastic, and it was basically for like a big reusable cup. So those straws are much more stronger. But then I went ahead and I filled her up with water. You could probably hear the water moving around in her. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I do that. So I basically open in the sink, of course, but she definitely weighs like, I don't know, like 5 pounds, but I love it because she feels so real, and she is a lot more squishy, and that's like the best part, because reborns are like silicone, and she's basically that. And I'm so glad I got her. I'm so excited. So what I had done earlier was lighten her eyebrows a bit, because I want to go ahead and repaint her. Not entirely, just like shadow here and there, all the creases and everything. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and see what I'm gonna do to her. I don't know if I'm gonna keep her eyes or make her asleep, or do both, where I just put a piece of tape and the tape will make it look like it's asleep. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I fill her with water. Okay, so considering she has water in her already, I guess I'm gonna take some water out and put some water back in. So I'm gonna go ahead and maybe water will squirt out a bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and open it, okay? And as you can see, water is coming out because I had filled her up like that. So considering this is how I remove the water, now I'll show you what it's like to stick the straw in. I'm not going to go ahead and empty her completely because I basically already did that. But so I just did it until I hear a click. There's actually a little click sound that happens when I put it in. I need both hands for this. One moment. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab her, and until I hear it click. Like that. At first I thought I broke the doll and I'm like, oh my god, no, but that's actually how the water gets in. So I'm gonna go ahead and just bend this straw a little bit. I don't know if I could show you better. Okay, I guess like that. So she's in there, and I chose warm water, by the way. And I'm just filling her up because I'm using the straw to get the water in. And she is slowly increasing in weight. I don't know how full to get her. Sometimes I feel that I've already filled her all the way because she is really heavy. So I'm gonna say she's pretty full by now. Okay. So now I take the straw out and I just simply click it shut like that. And there, no water comes out. Wow, look at that. I'm just gonna grab a towel so that I can dry her off. Okay, so I really, really, really love this doll. I already know that I want to take such good care of her and make sure that I never puncture her body. She does seem like very solid, rubbery silicone. So I can trust that she won't just like rip anywhere, but still, finding these water babies, especially the large size, wasn't easy. And I mean, even if they do sell them, I don't know, I just rather take good care of her. Okay, so she's all dry now. Yay! And like I said, probably hear the water in her, but no water comes out, so that's very, very good to know. So I was considering giving her water and going ahead and feeding her through her mouth because she can pee. She has a little opening, and from what I've seen in the videos online, she can definitely drink from a bottle. So now I'm gonna go ahead and try finding all the bottles that I have and seeing which bottle can fit in her mouth because it's sort of like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and see. So I have two bottles. One is a Cabbage Patch Kid bottle and one is a Zap Creation water bottle also. I don't really know. This one is different because you squeeze it and let the water absorb it. Or this one is the one you fill. I still don't really know if it'll fit in her mouth. But I'm gonna go ahead and refill it with water. So I just put this under the sink and I filled it. So it's basically one of these. So as you can see, her mouth is like that. I don't know if this one will. Oh look, it worked. Okay. So if I squeeze water in here, water comes shooting out from down there. Let's see now. Whoa, she really does pee. That's perfect. I didn't even have to struggle. I thought I was gonna have to kind of come up with a new bottle, but yeah. Apparently, so even if her body is full of water, it doesn't come out from there, which I find really interesting. And her mouth also, it just like goes directly down there. But as opposed to like letting the water out from inside the body, imagine it's still there. So that's pretty cool how they designed it like that. So she's drinking and peeing. Getting the towel all wet, but hey, I didn't think she could do that. That's great. So I guess I don't even need to try this bottle. I think this bottle is actually too big. Okay, so I think this bottle will work really well. Yay! Now that I know I can, I think I'm just gonna leave the water in her, and I could definitely go ahead and give her diapers and feed her. Of course, I can make my own milk, but considering she's a water baby, I think she'll be drinking water because then it'll come out clear, so that's great. So after rubbing it over the eyebrows for about, I don't know, 10 minutes, I got most of the eyebrows out. I went ahead and got some more nail polish remover. They were a lot darker, but I noticed you have to really rub down a lot to get the factory paint off. So yeah, I'm just going to continue doing that. Okay, so it took some effort, but I managed to thin out the eyebrows. I kind of like them this thin now, so they look a bit more real. So yeah. Okay, everybody. So I showed you how I lightened her eyebrows. They were just very big, and I thought a reborn would have lighter ones, so I faded them a bit. But I think I'm going to keep her eyes because they're beautiful glass eyes. The other baby, water babies had like paint on eyes, the way like baby lives do, but I do not want to ruin these beautiful eyes. And the mouth, I will basically still keep. I'm not going to open it. I was thinking about shutting it, where I got some hot glue and shut it, but now that I realize she can still drink, there will be actually no use in hiding it. I'm just going to use it. And so I do realize she will get wet, so this area will probably get wet, but I figured that because she's like a rubbery material, like a silicone, even if I give her a eyeshadow customing, contouring here and there, even if it comes off, I could just later put it back on if I wanted to. So nothing is going to be very drastic or like where I ruin her, because I'm just like so happy. This really was a gift from Santa. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. She is a blonde, so I was thinking about getting some darker eyeshadows and giving her like just like a dark blonde look on top of that. And as far as my other eyeshadows, I'm going to use the same ones I used before. The ones I used before was this to contour different areas, and then this to make it like rosy cheeks and things. I gave up my makeup brush. This one I could use for her hair, and this one I could probably use to contour here and there. But she is a very clean doll now that I fixed her up, so I won't be worried about ruining my brushes. And yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start. Let's see now. So far, I've been doing this in the hands, and then I'll rotate her and finish the other side. for the mouth, I'm just gonna do the same type of technique where actually we're gonna do her cheeks rosy also. So I'm gonna make them a bit rosier than the cheeks. Okay, everybody, that is how you custom repaint your baby doll, thrifted baby doll, by the way, into a very adorable reborn baby. So, if you are like me and you love baby dolls and you think they are just like the cutest thing ever, you would probably like this activity. I definitely had fun figuring out if I was able to fill her with water because she does have the ability to fill the water back here, as you can see. And I was just like so relieved when it worked out. And then when I managed to give her a bottle, um, yeah, it worked too. So she could also be a drink and wet baby. And that's really fun for me. This one was definitely a WaterBabies, and she's one of the bigger ones from what I can see online. And well, yeah, I basically didn't have to do much. All I had to do was squirt some water in her mouth, and I knew she could wet. And then I also filled some water in her behind, and I knew that she could stay wet, even like still have water in her, but not wet everything. Like somehow the water's still in there. So yeah, oh, she's so cute. I love her so much. And I had lots of fun fixing up her hair. I just gave her like a dark blonde because she was already a blonde. And I just shadowed up her with some old eyeshadow, her entire body. Okay, everybody, that was basically it. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope when you find your baby doll that you love them just as much as I love this one. Yay! Merry Christmas!